Well. Hello to all my college football connoisseurs out there. Seems like the SEC, that's right, got all the logos here, has come out with the new permanent schedule for the SEC, with a 9-game schedule on the cusp of becoming a reality because all these other conferences wet their diapers and were basically losing their noodle because the SEC didn't play 9 games. I'm not a big fan of us going to 9 games because they just want the SEC to beat up on each other. But the new permanents came out for Alabama and all the other SEC teams today. And I'm going to speak on Alabama's because a lot of people are up in arms about losing the LSU game. We'll still get to play LSU. We just won't play them every year. I think it'll be a good thing to take a break and allow Alabama and LSU not to, one or the two, to have to catch a loss during the regular season. Might play them in the SEC title game. That would be interesting. That's never happened. But to ask Alabama to continuously have a loaded gun permanent schedule was somewhat unfair to Alabama. They should have at least given us maybe one team that was more manageable than LSU, Tennessee, and Auburn, which is what it was. Now they've added Mississippi State, which is not unfair. It's actually a fair thing to do. It's probably what should have happened in the first place because they had made it clear that they wanted to keep old rivalries and geographical proximity in play. So why would you have gotten rid of Mississippi State? That didn't make no sense. We've played Mississippi State more than we've played anybody in SEC history, even Auburn, because we went 40 years without playing Auburn. And this ain't just looking out for Alabama, it's looking out for Mississippi State too, because that game is, like I said, it's so close. They're the two closest campuses, I think, in the SEC. Starksville is only like 60 miles away, like an hour and a half drive. So it makes a lot of sense for both universities, and it's a very big economic loss for Mississippi State not playing Alabama every year. So I think it's fair. I think it's a good thing. Those that are crying about not having LSU, I think it's good to sometimes get a break from certain teams. And like I said, it'll open it up to possibly having an Alabama and LSU SEC title game if they don't do away with title games, which is another topic for another day, which I think they should because it's unfair for those teams to have to play an extra game and then have to play in the playoffs and possibly be banged up and injured. See Georgia and Carson back from last year. But I think it's a good thing, and I think going forward, it's going to be pretty exciting. That's all I got today. KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now dismissed.